Hello everybody, happy Monday. That's not what I say. Hi, happy Monday, and welcome back to Gamer Talk. It's that classic bit I do where I talk about video games. Everyone knows about GTA 5. It is the best-selling video game of all time. You can do a lot of things in it, like kill strippers, have sex with strippers, and give money to strippers. That's how my mom saw the game, actually. She would not let us play that game. But yeah, it's just a game where you drive around and shit. Everyone knows GTA. I don't need to explain GTA 5 to chat. This isn't an educational video. Chat is freaking out saying hi to YouTube, so I'm just gonna switch to this screen so people can say hi to everybody. No, I think GTA is a fun game. I have a good time playing it. I drive around, I hit people, I shoot people, I buy cool clothes. Since 2014, I believe, they've been in the process of making GTA 6. And it's been going on for almost 10 years because they need to make sure the game's perfect because the last game was the best-selling video game of all time. But recently, there have been leaks in the game that show that one of the protagonists of the game is a woman. In the last game, there were 3 protagonists, I believe, that were all men. I didn't play the story. I don't know much. In the new one, apparently, there's a female protagonist, and people are mad about it. Obviously. Why is everyone mad about everything all the time? People don't realize that in the online GTA game, you can just make your own character. So like half of the characters are women, but apparently if they actually have a story and a personality, that's when it's bad. So today we're gonna watch a video by a guy named Difo who says, woke feminists ruined GTA 6, female protagonist, no controversial jokes. I don't know anything about the new leaks or anything, so I don't really know where this is gonna head. This could be a really bad video, but we're gonna just dive in.
Fellas, the fat feminists have gone too far now, all right? We have given up so many things in the last 5-10 years. All right, you can't say anything fun on YouTube anymore.
Nope.
Everything you watch on Netflix is some woke garbage.
True.
Your favorite characters from TV shows have had.
Make sure you guys subscribe while I'm complaining about this stuff. Oh, and why don't you put a big cool animation where people can subscribe. That cost me about $5,000 to do. That's how much I pay my editors. Speaking of editors, check out my new main channel video. I just put it out last week and it's the worst performing video I've had in a long time, and you should watch it because it's funny and it made me laugh really hard. And my editor did a great job.
Had their orientations changed like 10 years after the shows ended for some reason. A lot has happened, all right? And we've put up with it, but this is just goddamn unacceptable now.
So whatever they added to GTA 6 has to be like the worst thing ever. The main character has got to be a blue-haired trans woman who is wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt and has her pronouns tattooed to her forehead.
Grand Theft Auto 6 to have female hero and scale back racist, sexist jokes, according to a report.
The classic feminist meme. That's the thing that I liked so much about GTA 5. That's why I'm so mad. Because the 3 things I loved about GTA 5 were that they only had male protagonists. There were a lot of racist and sexist jokes. And was there a 3rd one? No, that was it. So the whole report, this is about the entire report, that apparently there's not as much racism and sexism in the game. That sucks, man.
Well, that's no fun.
And it's just ironic that he's posting this little clip right here as if he's not doing the same thing for the other side. It's like a tiny little report of a rumor that might be in a game that has been in development for 10 years. That's what sets you off, is the fact that they say that there's going to be no more racist and sexist. Not no more. It just said it's going to scale it back in the game where you can run into a strip club and kill everybody.
Well, that's no fun. What is GTA known for? When GTA pops into your head, what do you guys think of? Because when I hear GTA, I imagine doing unspeakable things, hearing unspeakable things, and generally pushing the envelope to places that no company has had the fucking balls to go to before.
Is that true though? I've seen video games with way crazier shit than GTA. Like, yeah, it's the face of like rated M video games, but the dialogue isn't worse than other games. There's games that go way farther. The first thing I think of when I think of GTA is driving a car around a city and maybe shooting some guys. I don't think about doing unspeakable acts. What are the unspeakable acts? I've played games where I've gone into strip clubs and I've gotten sucked off by a stripper. I have a lot of games that I play where I do that. It's almost almost every game I have.
Rockstar Games was always the studio that did not give a single shit, and they showed it to you in every single game.
They don't care. They don't care. Remember that game they made, Red Dead Redemption 2, where you could go into a saloon and have a fist fight with a guy? No other game is willing to do that. Huh? There's a million other games that go farther. What are you talking about?
According to Bloomberg, GTA 6 will star a pair of characters loosely inspired by the infamous robber duo Bonnie and Clyde. The female character will be Latina, and the game's story will take place in a fictional version of Miami, aka Vice City. I think what they meant to say there was Latinx.
They didn't say something, but I'm gonna say that they should have said something. Right? How does that joke even make sense? They called her Latina, and then he's like, I think they meant to say this other thing that I disagree with.
Latinx.
But they didn't say that. And also, like, that sounds like a cool idea for a game, right? So what is he upset about so far?
Pretty lame, right? And when I say this seems pretty lame, I'm talking about the theme only, all right? We'll get to the rest of it in a minute, but based off of Bonnie and Clyde, what?
What? What do you mean? They're like the most famous ragtag duo of all time. It's not like they're gonna go back to the Old West. They're just saying it's inspired by them in the fact that it's a romantic couple that goes out and does a bunch of crazy shit. How is that not cool? That's like a good idea. And I'm not even just saying that to go against what he's saying. I actually do think that's a pretty sick idea. It's like better than shifting between 3 different storylines, which I've heard that the story is good, but I would just rather have something that's a little more like contained.
On earth would I want to follow around some whack-ass love story when I'm trying to go out and wreak havoc on society?
Dude, that's what Bonnie and Clyde is. Why you just want GTA 5? Just play GTA 5.
In a video game, right? Just in a video game. Why would I give a shit about that? Bonnie and Clyde is such an old story. It's been paid tribute to in so many video games, movies, TV.
Is he trying to say that GTA 5 doesn't take any inspiration for anything? The whole game is based around living as if you're in an action movie and you can do whatever you want. It's inspired by a million different things. The whole game is an inspiration to real life and to Grand Theft Auto games. Like, it's not a new thing. The whole point of the game is that you're put in an environment that is familiar to you. It's real life.
TV shows, like media of all sorts. It's nothing new. Usually when GTA comes out, the story is extremely groundbreaking and it's like mind-blowing.
No, it's not. It never has been. Who says that the story of GTA has ever been groundbreaking? Then he was just talking about the fact that when he thinks of GTA, he only thinks of doing unspeakable acts. But now all of a sudden the story is groundbreaking and revolutionary and no one's ever seen anything like it. This game that's been in development for 10 years, there is a rumor that came out that the studio won't confirm that says that this might be the story. This is what he's mad about. It's a video game, dude. You don't have to play the video game. Hello, the new Nick is Not Green Happy Monday hats are out now at nickisnotgreen.com. You can pre-order them for 2 weeks and then you're never gonna get them again. They're embroidered on the front and back. They're very nice. They're very sturdy. I have a lot of pictures of them. Show them here. Show the pictures. They look great. Just go to nickisnotgreen.com and you can buy your Happy Monday hat and look just as good as me. Unfortunately, I don't have the hat on right now. Not a great commercial. Not the smartest thing I've ever done, but I do like the hat. I just forgot to pack it in my suitcase, but it is a good hat. It's great for the summer. It's great for the winter too, if you happen to live in a place where you can wear a hat in the winter. And it's a good gift for friends too. It's a really good gift for friends because they can wear it and you can buy it for them. So remember, nickisnotgreen.com, buy a hat. It's great. They're fully embroidered. There's a little high on the back, so if people are walking behind you, it's like a little funny thing, okay? And that's it. That's all I gotta say. Go buy the hat. It's great. Thanks for supporting me and the channel.
In keeping with an attempted culture shift at the company, shortly before the release of Red Dead 2 in 2018, Kotaku reported on brutal overtime at the famed studio. There have been allegations of abusive behavior as well, including against a former VP. There's almost always some kind of abusive behavior going on in the workplace because most people just don't know how to fucking act, and it's sad. It's gross, it's unwanted, and most of us wish it would go away. So basically he's saying, guys, they reported abuse at Rockstar Studios? Oh, there's abuse at every single workplace because people suck. I guess that means that it's whatever, and I don't know why they decided to get woke because of it. All of my jobs throughout college and stuff, There was always some dude acting out of line, and that doesn't make it right, but that just makes it reality. And I always see...
So what's his point, though? Like, what's the thesis?
These people on Twitter getting upset at stuff about Activision or these other game developers that have these, like, behavioral problems, and just... don't make the mistake of thinking that it's exclusive to the video game industry.
That doesn't mean you should not complain. What is his point? It says that there were allegations of working overtime and abuse at the studio. So don't you think the answer is to try to stop that? Or do you think the answer is to say, dude, everyone's complaining about this. Like, it happens everywhere, bro. Like, people get abused all the time. People get shot and they die all the time. That doesn't mean we need to ban guns. It just means that that's the normal. And we might not be happy with it, but we can't do anything about it.
Because it absolutely is not. Now, this is the most loaded paragraph of the whole article, right? This is
the big enchilada. This is what we've been waiting for.
This is the part that actually made me big mad. I'm not gonna lie, all right? It says, Bloomberg reports that in addition to trying to improve working conditions internally, the studio is also trying to be more culturally sensitive, especially since the American culture has become, as the article puts it, a parody of itself in modern times.
This can't be happening. They can't become more culturally sensitive. It's gonna ruin my game.
GTA games, parodies of American culture dialed up to 11, have been criticized in the past for their misogynistic treatment of women and offensive jokes that target marginalized communities.
How stupid could you be trying to criticize people for their misogynistic treatment of women and offensive jokes that target marginalized community? Yeah, that's stupid, man. I've never experienced that as a white man who talks about video games on the internet and spends his time talking about rumor for a game that's been in development for 12 years that the studio itself won't even, not 12 years, 8 years, you idiot.
A playable female lead is apparently part of trying to address that.
Listen, I agree that, like, just putting in a female lead to address an overlying societal problem is not the best way. It's kind of putting a band-aid over something that's a much bigger issue, but they also didn't say that. That was just rumored in the game, and the article itself is saying that the playable female lead is a part of trying to address that. So you can't be really mad at just the way that the article itself wrote the meaning of it. And also, it's not something I'm gonna laugh about. It's not funny. It's just whatever. It's like, who cares? It's not gonna change how the story is told, unless you think that intrinsically having a female protagonist will make the story worse. And then you lost your argument because you're dumb.
In what fucking world does this right your wrongs? Honestly, please answer that question for me. Hooray, guys, we did it. We cured sexism. Now, when you go around killing cops and hookers, dealing drugs, opening fire on crowds in public places in this video game, it's all good now, because it's a female lead. Or
it doesn't change anything. Like, why would you even care? Because you just explained yourself that you're gonna be able to run around and do the same stuff. You're just gonna be a woman this time. So I'm just confused, like, where your anger's at. And you also are saying that now you're trying to do this to right your wrongs, but you didn't think they were wrongs in the first place because they were just natural things that happen in every company.
We're so sorry that we made all those bad jokes years ago in an attempt, by the way, to bring them to light, right? Because that's what GTA games do.
But they never said any of this. You're talking as if you're GTA and they didn't. This was a leak for a game that's been 8 years in development that we don't know anything about. Also, like, I don't care. GTA 6 can have a bunch of men and a bunch of dead hookers and a bunch of goddamn, like, offensive jokes, and it's still just, I'm not playing for any of that. I just want to go around in a car, shoot a couple guys, have some fun.
They show you how fucked up the world is, and they do it in a funny, entertaining way that makes parody of it. But we're so sorry that we did that. We said those bad things and made those horrible jokes. So here's a woman character and a whole bunch of other bullshit to go along with it. Probably gonna identify as they, them. I guarantee, watch.
Yeah, but they haven't done that, so you can't even make a joke about it. You're just making a joke about nothing. It's just like a random rumor. It's such a, like, stupid argument. Because it's like, at the end of the day, what would you like them to do then? Would you like there not to be a female protagonist? Because you can ask for that. You just need to say it out loud. You just need to say out loud that you have an issue with it. Or I think his argument would be, I'm not saying that there shouldn't be a female protagonist. I'm just saying that they shouldn't use it to try to gain some, like, woke points from the public, which is like, okay, fair, but also what's the difference? If they have it because they want a female lead or if they have it because it's for woke points, it doesn't change anything. Either the game's good or the game's not good.
They, them, ACAB Emily, who was 15 10 years ago, is now 25 and went to school for game development, and now she works at Rockstar. That's why shit like this is bleeding over into masterpiece franchises like GTA.
Yes, GTA, famously a masterpiece franchise. Yes, everyone knows that game is a masterpiece. The game that they keep on milking for years and years because they can't make another game. A true masterpiece of a video game. When I think of all the ones that have really told great stories and have great game mechanics, it's GTA. It's just coming up with the idea that Rockstar is like this wokeified company that has changed everything because feminists are a thing and he wants it to stay the same way it was before. It's just not going to change. Who cares? Also, like, Rockstar, I assume, is not a good company, or as I've heard, like, if you really think they care that much, then maybe you should just, like, I don't know, enjoy a different game studio. Like, they haven't even said anything yet. Nothing's happened. This is like such a nothing story. I think we fully understand what the complaint is at this point. We can end this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, okay, that's fine. Bye.